As everyone already knows, episode 7 of the amazing digital circus has officially dropped. And just like every episode before it, it's absolutely packed with hidden details, clever references, and blink-and-you-miss-it Easter eggs that are easy to overlook on a first watch. In this video, I'm breaking down all the details I personally caught, so let's jump right in. Right from the very beginning, Kane leaves the cast a letter saying he's gone to buy milk and cigarettes and that he'll be back later. This is a clear, cheeky reference to the classic meme about deadbeat dads going out to buy milk and cigarettes and never coming back. It's a small joke, but it sets the tone perfectly. When Kane struggles to figure out what kind of adventure to give the cast, he turns to the Chinese room for help. An answer pops out, but Kane doesn't understand it at all because he can't speak Chinese. Later in the episode, when they open a door, a mannequin runs out shouting, "Thank God." He was reading an artificial Chinese dictionary. This is actually a deep computer science reference to the Chinese room argument, a theoretical concept suggesting that artificial intelligence can appear intelligent without having real understanding or consciousness. Kinger laughs at this moment because he's the only one who truly gets the joke, which makes sense since he worked with computers. Pomni later runs into two fish characters literally named crappy-looking fish. Red and Orange, these characters are voiced by Zach Haddle and Senior Pillow. Their entire sequence is a reference to Gaither's Pond, a 2004 animation that became a recurring gag in plays where Zach Haddle appeared multiple times. It's clearly an inside joke aimed directly at his longtime audience, which is pretty cool. After episode 6, we learned that Jax takes photos, and this episode fully canonizes that detail. We see photographs he's taken during his time in the circus. Although they're all turned over, one of the photos includes Jax, Ribbit, and Kofmo, which immediately raises questions about what moments he's choosing to hide. Speaking of Jax, his room is revealed and it appears very stereotypically girly. This likely connects directly to his personality and deeper character traits. It also explains why he's so secretive about his room and never lets anyone inside. There's a good chance he's ashamed of it or hiding something important. The creepy hands that appear in Jax's room closely resemble Ribbit's hands, since certain frogs can cause hallucinogenic reactions. This could be more evidence that Kane is reusing elements from past humans. Most people already know this, but Abel's name clearly comes from the Kane and Abel reference seen in the company logo when Abel presents his plan. There are several fascinating details hidden in plain sight. On the left side, there's a bee that's been scribbled out. This is the exact same bee Kane is frequently shown drawing, subtly hinting that Kane himself created the plan, and that the entire situation was always meant to be an adventure. On the right side, the plan notes that disabling the internet would only free lucid subjects, not abstracted ones. This could imply that if humans ever managed to escape, only those who are still alive or lucid would actually make it out. In the bottom right corner, there's a list of old CNA co-workers. 5 names are shown, but 4 are crossed out, leaving only Kerr, which further supports the idea that Kerr previously worked on the circus. The area where Pomni, Ragatha, and Abel gain admin access is especially unsettling. The atmosphere strongly resembles I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, which we know heavily inspired the amazing digital circus. The Glitch Twitter account even reposted fan art referencing this exact concept before the episode aired, making this feel very intentional. We also learned that Kane has an entire room filled with recordings of every past adventure Jax looks at. One of them, and we can hear Ribbit's voice faintly in the background, though it's hard to understand what's being said. As I mentioned in my review, this could very well be the last adventure Jax ever saw Ribbit in. And finally, this one isn't really a secret anymore. But Jax was absolutely right about Kane being able to manipulate people's minds. He called out everything correctly. He knew the entire scenario was a setup. He realized Kane was listening the whole time. And he even predicted that Abel would turn out to be a twist villain. That's everything I noticed in episode 7. What do you think? Did you catch these details too? Or is there something important I missed? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and thanks for watching.